Good evening. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, Treasury Consulting is a multinational headquartered group based out Singapore. And we are a multinational hedge fund, which means we are taking up positions in US equities, US indices, European equities, European indices, Asian equities, Asian indices. Apart from that, we take position in currencies and commodities. But like I said, our fund is a closed-end fund, which means no third party can enter in this fund. But yes, God is very kind. Our fund is 100% profitable in nature. Before I continue, let me give you a good news, which is our fund, our OTT platform over the top successfully tested the 10 minutes video, which means that now our subscribers can have 10 minutes video, knowledgeable videos, which covers financial market, wealth management, penny stocks, commodities, currencies, crypto, CFA, and many more asset classes. Today, our wealth management platform also launched the coverage of 800 plus penny stocks in India. By coverage, I means the learning videos. We started the learning videos on 800 plus penny stocks in India and 200 plus penny stocks in Dubai market. Like I promised, we entering into the Dubai market and we initiated that. The topic of today is the front running. I have this document which I did printed from the website The Print. And as you know that I spare a lot of time in doing the research, because to me, like, counts, dislike, comment, views, all these things are completely immaterial in nature. And it do not matters to me. That's more important thing. I have been warning people since months that Indian mutual funds are acting as pimps in the equity market. So let me give you a brief background. I worked as a corporate treasurer in American companies for 10 years. You name the mutual fund and I dealt with, whether this is IDFC mutual fund, HDFC mutual fund, ICICI mutual fund, SBI mutual fund, Birla mutual fund, Kotak mutual fund. In fact, not only at this period, today, Treasury Consulting invests money with the top 10 mutual funds of India. So I know the direct relationship managers of mutual fund. In fact, people who are at a national level, I know that. National head is the highest authority in the mutual fund, and I know majority of them. I have been warning people since months that Indian mutual funds are nothing but acting as a pimp on behalf of loss-making companies. Like in the last 1 month, I got number of evidences on Google that Indian mutual funds invested in loss-making companies, which includes Zomato, Paytm, and many other loss-making companies. In fact, Indian mutual fund, and specifically talking the equity schemes of the mutual fund, invested in few stocks where I don't think they deserved investment from the mutual fund. So one thing which we need to learn specifically that mutual funds are responsible for manage of the retail money. This is something which we need to learn and we cannot run away from that. So they are responsible to manage the retail money. They have no right and no guidelines in India is saying that mutual funds can invest the retail investor money in a loss-making company. But very recently, they not only invested in a loss-making company, but Indian mutual fund invested 4,000 crores in LIC. So LIC opened the anchor book. Now anchor book is nothing but QIB, qualified institutional buyer. Now since LIC opened the anchor book, out of 5,500 crores, approximately 4,000 crores invested by Indian mutual funds. 4,000 crores is invested by Indian mutual funds, which means around 70% of the funding is done by mutual fund. And they also invested in loss-making companies like Paytm, Zomato and all. So when I got this document and the information about the Axis mutual fund scandal, I wasn't surprised. Probably many people in the market were surprised, but I wasn't surprised. Let it be very, very honest. I wasn't surprised. Now, what is that scandal? Axis Mutual Fund is saying that they fired two people. Number one, Viresh Joshi, and number two, Deepak Agarwal. Why? Because of the suspicious trading activities. And what market is saying? Market is saying Axis Mutual Fund involved in front running. And you would be very, very surprised that Indian media has reached that level of corruption. I repeat, Indian media has reached that level of corruption when they started giving the half information. After reading 6 pages, since I worked as an ex-corporate treasurer, I know everything. I know how the front running is performed. I was surprised, rather shocked to see that what kind of definition of the front running was given by Indian media. So what is front running according to the media? Let's speak from the media angle. Number one, you buy 100 shares, 200 shares, 500 shares, 700 shares, maximum 1,000 shares. This is what you and we buy, because our pockets are not like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos and all these people. This is how we buy. But mutual fund do not buy like this. Mutual fund buy 100,000 shares, 200,000 shares, 500,000 shares, sometimes 1 million shares. Big lot they pick up. Like if mutual fund invested 4,000 crores, in LIC IPO, and one IPO and the price at 949 according to the public information, then you can guess how many stocks they purchased. It's a huge quantity. Me and you, if need to buy LIC trading at 1,000, probably 100 shares, max to max 200 shares, we can buy. So in that eventuality, the market manipulation is zero. Because if anyone is buying 200 shares of LIC, market manipulation is zero. He cannot manipulate the market. But assuming somebody buying 5 lakh shares of LIC, 1 million share of LIC, then the price of the LIC will go up substantially. Alternatively, if somebody is selling LIC assuming 1 million share, then the price will come down substantially. Please note this is an example. Now, front running is of two types. Number one, the buy side. Number two, the sell side. But the corruption level in India has reached a level that they only explain the buy side front running. They never explain the sell side front running. Don't worry, I will explain what is buy side and what is sell side front running. Suppose now let us create a hypothetical example. I repeat, I am creating a hypothetical example. Assuming I am working in ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. I am creating hypothetical example. I am working in ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund and I am having a equity scheme. I am a portfolio manager. I am having an equity scheme whereby the corpus is 30,000 crores. Right? 30,000 crores. So I wanted to buy TCS. Now TCS is currently near about 3,500. That's a separate thing that the Indian media gave sufficient hype to TCS. Let it be honest, too much hype to TCS. Now, I have a corpus of 30,000 crores. I won't be buying 100 shares and the 200 shares of TCS. It's a common sense. I would be buying 500,000 shares, probably a million share in the TCS. Because my corpus is 30,000 crores and the retail investor who invested money with me, they are idiots, because 99% of the retail investors themselves do not understand where the money is being headed. Because majority of the retail investor never, I would say, never see the fact sheet. Rather, I'm sure majority of you heard fact sheet first time. Now, I am a portfolio manager of ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund, Rahul Magan, and I wanted to buy TCS which is currently at 3,500, assuming, all hypothetical example, assuming, I know if I'm buying a million share, then the price will go up substantially. At least 30 rupees, 40 rupees, probably 60 rupees also price can go. The theoretical definition of front running, I repeat, the theoretical definition of front running is before that person execute the trade, he buy in his own account. So I buy 1 million share in my own account, and once I do for my mutual fund, the price will go up substantially. Then I sell my holding and book the profit. This is called front running. But Indian regulator and media is too idiotic that they do not know that this is the partial definition of front running. This isn't the complete definition of front running, because if I am buying this share from a broker, right, then broker will first ask me from where did the money is coming. Because when you open a broker account, you will share your bank statement. You will share your ITR, income tax return. And the broker will say, hold on, sir, your ITR is saying your annual salary is 25 lakh rupees. This is what a portfolio manager generally earns. 25 lakh rupees, 30 lakh rupees, probably maximum 40 lakh rupees. Right? This is salary. This is not the saving. So don't think that this is saving. Even if your salary is 40 lakh rupees, after all household, wife, kids, education and all expenses, you end up saving 10 lakh rupees maximum, not more than that. Probably 10 lakh is on the higher side, let it be honest. So the broker would be asking, sir, your salary is 45 lakh rupees and you are doing a deal of 1 crore minimum. This is actual front running, but there is one more of front running which I'm going to be explaining. Generally, the traditional definition of front running is the mutual funds before buying a bulk lot, which is also known as block trading in US language, they take the position in their personal accounts. Because if I am a portfolio manager of ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund and I am buying 1 million shares of TCS, then of course price will go up. It's a common sense. But what I am going to be doing, rather than before buying on behalf of ICICI, I would be buying in my own account, plus I would be informing people in the market, which is never been discussed in the media and by the regulators in India. I know ample of people, those who coming on the social media daily basis. I'm not naming them. They coming on Facebook, they coming on Twitter. I have seen enough Twitter people. They daily base post, I earned 17 lakh rupees. I earned 20 lakh rupees. I earned 18 lakh rupees. Oh, today I lost 6 lakh rupees. Next day I earned 25 lakh rupees. Front running is not all about doing yourself. Front running is also all about passing that information in the market, which is also known as insider trading. That he would be passing the information that ICICI mutual fund is going to buy 1 million share of TCS, which means the price has to go up. But our beloved media will never discuss this, probably because of the knowledge issue. When I say beloved media, I am referring to the all media channels and of course the regulator. This is buy side front running. Probably in the next videos, I would be discussing sell side front running. I feel pity on the Indian media that the kind of knowledge level they have. And you know guys, the problem is not the front running. The problem is the retail investor money is being invested in the loss-making companies. Please open Google, check yourself, please go. Zomato market cap has been reduced, rather, deteriorated by 88,000 crores. Please check yourself. 88,000 crores. In case of Paytm, this is more than 90,000 crores. Please check yourself. Paytm is listed 2150, and as we speak, Paytm is having a price of near about 550. Zomato listed around 144. As we speak, the price is near about 60. Forget the Nikea, the Policy Bazaar, the Card Trade and others. The biggest worry for Indian mutual funds is not the front running which we got it from Axis Mutual Fund. And there is no guarantee, without quoting any name, that other mutual funds in India are not doing that. It's a self-belief or a self-declaration that they are not doing so. Let it be honest. Had it been, tell me one thing. How did Paytm manage to get the mutual fund money if there is no front running which is going on? There is a significant front running is going inside the system. Significant. And Axis Mutual Fund is just the tip of an iceberg. So to conclude, and like I warned many times, I repeat, like I warned many times in my YouTube sessions, in my Facebook sessions and on the social media, that Indian mutual funds have now become a adda. And what the hell is adda? The adda is they are investing the retail investor money in a loss-making companies. This is how Indian mutual funds are now become. And this situation is going to be more messier as the time would pass. So this Axis Bank scandal, which is being printed and circulated on the social media, this, by the way, is just tip of an iceberg. Let it be honest. It's not more than the tip of an iceberg. And first, Indian media need to learn what the hell is front running and what are the two sides of front running, which Indian media isn't sure about. That's another big problem. Anyways, this side Rahul Magan here. You knew my personal number, 9899242978. 9899242978. Have a great time ahead.